Good morning and welcome to day 2 of Just Get a Tesla. And after a night charging up, here she is. I've moved off my charge point, which is around the back of the house. I do have a small EV charge point already fitted, which is a really nice little unit. As you can see here, these are really good, and the car charged up overnight without any problems. The first thing that I noticed when I was coming in, and I'm going to go up and show you, was a rather alarming scraping noise when I came in through my gate. So this is the top of the drive. Nothing to really think about, but I've got this noise, and it's coming from the front right mud flap, which is basically just brushing against the stones on the top. I've had a look. The mud flap is really, really long. It's really, really flexible, and that's what's making the noise, which is a little bit alarming. But I'm going to try and shunt some of the stones out of the way and see if that really makes a difference. So anyway, let's get back in the car and I'll tell you what I think after yesterday's long trip, and then having to think about a few things. So, first of all, the car just unlocks. If you've got your phone set up as a key, you don't need to do anything else. You literally walk up to it, push the handle, and the car unlocks itself, and in you get. I think the first thing to note that I absolutely love are frameless windows. So I had these on a Mini. I had a 2015 Mini Cooper 3-door which had the same thing. You drop the glass down and you've literally just got a really nice surface to put your arm on. That by itself is cool. Just by itself, nothing else, that's cool. While we're talking about the doors, let's just note the fact that there's actually a really nice carpeted area in there. Now, I've seen quite a few cars where that's not actually there and stuff rattles around in the bottom. The fact that they've actually thought of little details like that, and I was told that Tesla didn't do like detail like that. They did all of the brilliant tech stuff, but they didn't really do the livability stuff. Not true. And then if we have a look in the back, I mean, what gets me about this is just how much space there is. So I took the kids for a little drive yesterday after we got back, because they really wanted to see the car. And honestly, the amount of space that you've got in the back here is absolutely vast. It really is. You are never going to have a problem carrying people around in this car. It's just absolutely huge. There is one thing I've just noticed. So I've just said about the front door pockets and the fact that they're carpeted and it's a nice detail that they've thought of. Then you get into the back and yes, there's enormous amounts of space. Yes, there is this amazing, and I do mean amazing, roof. Okay? You've even got nice little hooks which come down like this. I mean, look at this. These are exquisite. Pushing the top and it just comes flying down like that on a lovely dampened spring. Absolutely fantastic. And then you get to the seats. So the seats drop and they're on a motor. I actually just dropped it, so bear with me a second while I pull the seatbelt back out. But in terms of details that they haven't quite got right, the armrest in the middle, because there isn't really a pull cord or hook or anything, so the only way to really get into it is to kind of shove your hands in the middle and give it a pull out. And then when you get it out, you've got 2 good sized cup holders, again rubberized in the middle, and plastic doobie downs there to hold your bottle in. That's really well designed, but you have got to stick your fingers into the gap to get it out, which is a bit odd. Let's go back in the front for a minute. With Teslas, you can't I pull a handle, because there isn't one for the door, there are literally just buttons. So, push the button and the door opens. And in the back, there isn't any kind of emergency release. So, if for whatever reason the power goes, you've got to climb over into the front. But in the front, there is an emergency handle thing here, which I'm not going to pull because I know the car will shout at you and tell you you're not supposed to be doing that. So we won't bother. But what I do love is, you know, I can close the boot from here. So let's close the boot. That slams shut. That really slams shut. Before this I had a Mitsubishi Outlander, and that had the slowest power tailgate in the world. You press a button, you could go and make a cup of tea and come back, and it's still closing. This one goes and just shuts. Let's talk about the seats. So Tesla come with these one-piece seats, which, okay, I don't think they're going to be quite as comfy as the Volvo seats that I had in my S90, which were comfortably, sorry for the pun, but the best seats I've ever sat in a car. It was amazing. These seats they're good. They really are good. They're comfortable. They adjust in every direction. There's four-way adjustable lumbar support, which again is really good, but I don't think they're going to be quite as spectacular as that. Let's just talk about the steering wheel. This is a lovely, thick, chunky steering wheel, but it's quite small, so it does feel like it's quite sporty, which is good. What else? Yeah, I haven't decided how I feel about this wood trim. Is it wood trim? Let me know in the comments, because I honestly don't know. Other things that I've noticed, yeah, I love this. The fact that the mirror is out on this little winglet, which I'm sure has been done for aerodynamics, and it looks really smart. And as I've already said, the mirrors, you get a really good wide view in them, which is helpful because in the rear view mirror, I'm not sure if you can actually see very much of that, but the view is poor. And I mean like a little narrow strip poor. It's probably the worst view out the back I've had in any car ever, but you get used to it, and obviously you've got the mirrors. And then of course the other thing that you can do is, while you're driving along, press the press the camera icon, and it shows you left side, right side and rear as you're going along. And these are really good looking cameras, although these appear to be almost sepia in colour. I'm actually wondering, is there some kind of, let's have a look, is there some kind of cover on those? I was just wondering, is there like a plastic cover or something that hasn't been removed on them, because they are a bit anyway. Whoa, it's decided to lock itself. Why has it done that? Anyway, that's it for now. Don't forget to like, subscribe, tell me your answers to some of the questions that I was coming up with through this. Loads more videos to come. Stay around.